Let's get ready.
And our tournament, of course, is on vacation, the regular PBA conference, but let's give way to International Basketball Philippines with the first touch of the ball. Toss is looking inside. That's something you don't see when he does that for Alaska. James Yap sends it aside. Arvin first crack in the ball game, rims out. Back by the Australians. Tony Lalich is there. Golden with a shot to the outside. This kisses the iron. Arvin Santos is there. This is that first part of the ball game, Jason, where the coaches are staying quiet. They will look at how the game breaks out.
And as a player, Jeff, especially for Team Pilipinas, you want to have that good start. You want to show that everything that you have prepared for is out there and things are looking good for basketball in the Philippines.
I love the coaching lineup of Gengyam. It's Gia Vanilla, Roelna Durata, and Kenneth Torremdes. Of course, Kenneth is now the coach king of Coca-Cola. In the meantime, the inside shot works. Rain down, the 6'7" Australian takes care of the first points of the game.
That's one of the problems that the Philippines will encounter when you look at the lineup of the Australian team. Up and down the order, their only small guys are the point guard and their off guard. Their centers and their forwards are above 6'7".
Here's Toss up against Bolden, and that's going to be a foul against Bolden. Like, for instance, Arvin Santos is not accustomed to having somebody so tall following him.
Number 32. Bruce Bolden, that's his first team foul.
And the playing coach collects his first personal foul. 2-0 ball game. Australia with the early lead. Powerade, of course, supporting our Philippine team. Walter Brandt with toss, stuck the Timo flip. Third miss, and the Philippines in 3 attempts has not scored. That'll be critical, the outside shooting, although it's still early in the ball game. But in the long run, you will need people like James Yap and Arvin Santos connecting from the outside.
And that's why you have a guy like Mick Benisi, who's a big guy that can shoot from the outside. We've seen what he can do in international basketball because he has the ability to open up the floor. You can't have that one big guy posted at the middle if he's not going to be that dominant.
In the meantime, the shot clock catches up on Australia. There was no, yes, I agree. Wait, hang on. I think there may have been a shot. Yes, there was a shot. Okay. What is life without an argument about the rules, you know? Well, I guess the possession will be retained by the Philippine side. The call will stick. 2-0 ball game. The score has not been altered for the first 2 minutes. Yap tries to attack. James can't get it. Australians bandy it about. Then they try to run down the Philippines quickly down on the floor. Slow break ng Australians, and they're trying to use a half-court offense muna. Why run early on? They're trying to conserve some energy also. In the meantime, the shot from the outside, just off the iron. Dan won't make it. Here comes the Powerade Team Pilipinas. Arvin. 4 straight misses. Follow-up. Finally a basket.
Last 2 shots of James House, probably the best 2 shots that the Philippines has had. And finally, we break into the scoring column.
We're tied for the first time. 7:15 to go. Bolden from the left of the keyhole, a little bit too sharp. Arvin Santos off to the races, but there's an interception rather from behind by Lalich. Penetration, yes, no problem that time for Eben Hayem, standing 6'4".
That's always going to be a problem, turnovers. And right now, the players of the Philippines just has to relax a little bit, try to control your emotions, try to get the flow of the game, and try to run your sets. Remember, you haven't run your set in actual games, so it's going to take a while.
Good point, and there's some built-in pressure. Game situation, television is here. Everybody, you out there, you're watching. Toss, turn around, shot clock, and they get it in time.
And that's what playing at home really helps. When only 2 seconds on the shot clock, the crowd was standing, sunny toss. There wasn't a lot of time left, and that's why he took that shot.
You know why there's a good-sized crowd here? A lot of people watching outside, and right now with us. It's because it's been a while since we had the Philippines against somebody game, actually. the meantime, downstairs a foul.
Holding foul, number 12, Arwin Santos. That's his
Whatever
first
you say,
for the
a
Powerade
lot of
Team
things may be
Pilipinas.
divisive, but the one thing that can really put the country together is sports.
Yep.
And when basketball comes into the forefront, and all the more, yung mga Pilipino nagsasama-sama.
Pag natalo, sama-sama. Pag nanalo, sama-sama. Masaya. Glad you're with us with Jason, of course, and Chicky Reyes will be joining us in a short while later on with a good update. And that shot rims out. The ball game is tied at 4 apiece. Here's Yap. Yap trying to lose Lalic, rather. Lalic of Serbian roots, actually, or Croatian roots. Turnaround shot by Yap. Off the iron, ball is loose. And a foul by James Yap against Hyams.
Holding foul, number 6, James Yap. Timeout, Powerade Team Pilipinas.
Powerade Team Pilipinas uses a ceasefire at the 5:47 mark. 4 apiece. Back.
Gravy 10.
Momentarily while you were away, Dame hit a shot, Graham Dan rather, hit a shot from the outside. He has 4 of the 6 Australian points. They're ahead slightly by 2. Some cautious moments, but first let's go to Chicky. Join us, please.
Thank you, Sev. I was able to speak with Gabe Norwood and ask him the game plan of Powerade Team Pilipinas. On offense, sabi ni Gabe, expect the team to run a lot. They may have big men in Asi Taulava and Mick Pinisi, but the running game is what they should keep on polishing. Now, in order for them to run, they have to get hold of that basketball. So expect a lot of man-to-man defense from the Philippines. Going over to the Motolite Australian Hoop Dreams, sabi nila on offense, sabi ni Coach Bruce Bolden, he wants his team to capitalize on their energy and just like the Philippines, run in every opportunity. However, if they could not convert, then expect Patrick Pilier, the 7-foot Samoan, to test Asi Taulava down in the post. On defense, they know about the quickness of our guards, so their game plan is to try to make J.J. Helterbrand, Ryan Reyes, and Willie Miller give up the ball quickly. Seb?
Thanks a lot, Chicky. Excellent report. In the meantime, the free throws, one was delivered upon. It's a 7-4 count and a stretch by Asi Taulava.
Now, here's one of the guys that really gets up when he wears the Philippine colors, Asi Taulava. He is the captain ball of the team, and timeout coming from Team Pilipinas, and Asi scores.
That will trickle in.
It's good for Gravy 10.
Remy Dan seems to be the point of their offense. He has 6 points. And Taulava, after scoring the basket, will go to the line for a bonus.
The second time around that he's posted up his man. First time he was posting up Arwin Santos. This time around, Asi Taulava. This is a guy with athleticism, 26 years old, and he can even shoot from the outside.
Born in Sydney, New South Wales. And Arwin Santos is not interested in Sydney, New South Wales. Takes care of business there. 9-8 is the count. Australians ahead. Aussies by 1. Here's Lalic. Bolden coaching while looking for somebody to pass to. Lalic downstairs. Won't stay down. Rebound controlled by Thoss. Helterbrand shopping around. Here's Thoss down the keel. Asi says hello. Asi pushed away by Dan. Oh, you're so right about Asi being all pumped up for this game.
Number 32,
Well, if he could battle Yao Ming in the Asian Games, anybody will do in terms of competition. And Dan made the mistake of hanging on to the big guy.
But we did say that he carries a lot of experience with him, and just showing his experience out there in pushing Asi Taulava.
Arwin can't knock it in. Nine to 8 Australia by just a point. Bolden. Oh, they love running this set. Baseline attempt will not work. hands won't work. And here comes the Philippines off and running. Elterbrand goes to Santos. No, he wants a different angle. He missed there earlier. Can't make it again.
And Arvin struggling from the field here early, already taking 6 shots, 1 out of 6. One of those guys that may feel a bit more excitement. Like we said, wasn't part of that national team that was preparing for Tokushima and starting in this game.
Arwin Santos trying to look for the target. Currently just 1 of 6. Yap, dish off at the last moment to toss. And they're unable to control the ball along their own sideline.
Bruce Bolden, Kelly Williams for Arvin Santos. 15 seconds on the
And
shot
Asi
clock.
Taulabas must be saying, that's my hairdo.
That's the younger Asi
Ako
Taulabas.
ang nagpauso niyan dito. Sino ka? Oh! And of course, the 7-foot gentleman from Australia has no idea why we're saying this.
On one end, JJ Helterbrand, he knows how to run that play. Simple
yes.
pick and roll play, and that's exactly what he wants. Now he has that available big guys that can finish on the fast break, and there, Asi and 7-foot Samoan jawing at it.
I told you not to come here with that hairdo. In the meantime, it's the KFC delivery assist of the quarter. As you mentioned, Elderbrand just knowing what to do with that play. That's the number you should call, 887-8888. And you want, then you're craving for KFC. Finger licking good. I was just warming up. Timeout now. We'll be back after this. Back with us here, and we would like to thank the EDSA Shangri-La Manila, the official residence of the Motolite Pangmatagalan Australia Hoop Dreams. You will never run out of food, I hope, with these Australians devouring their delicious buffets, of course. I love staying there. In the meantime, Asi is all pumped up. Can't control the ball, however, he's looking for room. He's taking this personally.
That crowd enjoying it, but Asi really had no place to go. Australians in a zone defense and got caught there with the 2 big guys around him.
If you're Yeng Giao right now, are you worried that we're not hitting the outside shot?
Well, right now, if you're Coach Yeng Giao, what worries you is that you've taken a lot of bad shots. What you'd like to see is most of the shots in rhythm and in the plays. That one right there, James Yap has probably taken the best shot so far. Mentioned a while ago, Arvin Santos took 6 shots, most of them not really in rhythm.
Philippines now ahead, 12-9. James Yap warming up! Oh, this is such a joy to see. Pag tinataas yung bandera, gano'n, ano ha?
And nothing better as a fan or even as a player than to be going for your own colors.
Patrick Pillay, 7 feet and all, seems to have found a friend in Asi Taulaba. Maybe he'll invite him later on to the Shangri-La Manila, the official residence of the Motolite Pangmatagalan Australia Hoop Dreams team. And now, this should be interesting with Mick Pinisi on the floor. And who else is in? Kirby Raimundo is there.
A quick decision on the part of Coach Yeng Giao. The Australians putting up a 2-3 zone defense. No need to have Asi at the post. You can have an opportunity to stretch out that defense with Mick Pinisi shooting.
Crowd has found somebody they want to pick on.
But there will always be one guy, and if you wear yellow hair, you're quite noticeable.
We'll leave it at that. It's Pinisi Reyes together with Kirby Raimundo. Kelly Williams already there. James Yap is beginning to wax hot. He's wide open. Overcooks it though, and it'll go to the Aussies. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Seb, just to remind the viewers, if they're thinking it's going by quite fast, it's only 10-minute quarters because we're using FIBA rules, not PBA rules.
Penetration finds its way home. This guy is their scorer, huh?
Number 5, Kirby Raimundo.
Kirby Raimundo, couldn't prevent Dan from scoring points 7 and 8. Watch this.
Now, we talked about the things that he could do. When he saw him a while ago, he can post up. He was able to post up a while ago. Big or small guys. That's that ability to shoot from the outside. And talked about that he's athletic for his size, and he showed it right there in that move.
He just seemed to know where the offense is going to go. As Kirby Raimundo starts to move, and could be a Grammy Dan foul. Yes, it is.
Pushing foul on Graham Dan. His first three.
First foul on the high-scoring Australian. 15-13. Take note of what Jason said about the time. Because, you know, if you're used to the PBA rhythm, you got to percolate right away. You can't wait for those 2 minutes, actually. The extra 2 minutes we have in the 12-minute quarters. Norwood is in the game for the first time.
And aside from the fans having to adjust, remember the PBA players, they have to adjust as well, because with 40 minutes, they lose a total of 8 in a game. So they have to be starting out hot. No need to conserve your energy.
They really like to set this up. As there's the shot by Dan from the outside, won't work. Rebound, bandied about, follow-up. That will not work as Veg Goran, 6'9", decided to take an attempt.
And you call number 15, Ryan Reyes, his first personal. And the line, Veg Goran shooting 2.
It was interesting that Chicky was trying to find out the pronunciation of the names, trying to be as exact as we can. He's actually called Veg. And if he's called Veg here, it's okay, not in love.
Gulay din yun, pareho rin eh.
Nice guy. They're called okra.
But you know, that's such a difficult thing to do, trying to get their names, because we know that we Australians, they have a very heavy accent. So parang hindi mo rin naririnig ng tama miski sinasabi na sa'yo.
Apat na crocodile Dundee yung kausap mo eh, no? Samantala, the ball, Mick Pinisi picks it up. The ball being searched for by Kirby Raimundo. Now, this is one of the characteristics of the FIBA game that you'll have to get used to, the contact.
But it's,
Minsan hindi tatawagin eh.
Definitely, it's always going to be a little bit more physical. But Perrier at this point is mixing basketball with a little bit of rugby, because we've seen him throw that forearm shiver to 2 guys right now.
In the meantime, we have number 33, Anthony Susunjara, coming in for the first time, standing 6'10". Oh, and I was young, and you're going to laugh again. I loved it when the Philippine team would be announced, and then you'd wait for them to play those games against Korea, China, and Japan, and later on. Alam mo, pag Olympics, alam mo, talo. Pero ang joy nun eh, makalaro lang sa Olympics, malaking bagay na, kasi you're one of the top 16 teams in the world.
And of course, the last time that we played in the Olympics, 1972.
Correct.
Which was Munich.
Munich Olympics. Turnaround shot. Australians have not really courted the inside all that much. Philippines hoping to run. Norwood from the outside. 3 hit bites. It does not. 38 seconds remaining. Ball is down on the ground. Number 15, that's Justice Hammer. It's traveling.
Got to give credit to Gabe Norwood. Excellent defense, really forcing the Australians to really push the ball a little bit harder, and he was doing it without fouling. You know, in international basketball, ang importante yung nakikitang hindi ka humahataw. As long as you're trying to steal the ball, trying to tap it, as long as it's not a forceful tap, they usually don't call it.
You know, you have a point earlier about trying to get used to your role. On the bench are so many star players who are accustomed to being on the floor with tons of minutes. You got to get used to the fact to be ready the time you're tapped by Coach Yang Giao as this first quarter comes to a close. First thoughts about our first quarter?
And so far so good. We got 17 points on the board. We have the lead. Obviously, it's a learning curve, but so far that learning curve on the upside, especially the last 6 minutes.
I like it. You sound so economic. It's a new term I have to learn. And that's our Moto Live leading scorer board. And we'll have the second quarter of our Goodwill series against the visitors from down under, the Philippines ahead. Powerade powering this team. 17-14 is our current score.